Hello students, this is your instructor John Mandilo, once again with another screencast. Sorry I haven't done them in a while. I'm trying to crank out 2, 3, maybe 4 today, this afternoon, because I'm home all alone, which doesn't usually happen. Anyway, InDesign, we're going to start a new document here. Let's get rolling. File, new, document. Once that takes hold, notice down here, columns. Before we left this at 1 column, make things simple, I'm going to change that to 3 columns right here. Okay, you might want to do something like this on your project. So 3 columns. Notice these weird numbers, 3P0, 51P0, that's picas, which is 1/6 of an inch. I'm going to change it to inches so it's easier for everybody. Hit OK on that. Oh, by the way, these columns, this will set up my grid. I'm going to have a 3-column grid. That's why I'm doing that. You could have a 4-column grid, a 2-column grid. I would suggest 3 or 4. Click OK. I should have unchecked facing pages, but that'll be okay for now. Here I am. Notice I have grids and columns in place. I'm going to go to Edit, Preferences, which is way in the bottom, then go all the way back up to Units and Increments. Go over here, inches, here, inches, okay. Good. Now I'm in here. I'm going to grab my text tool. I'm going to draw a text box. Trying to make some cool layouts right here, little off-kilter layouts. Draw one box like this. That looks great. And then I'm going to take my black arrow, drag over a copy, holding Alt and Shift, and then I drag over, it makes an exact duplicate. Now I'm going to grab my white arrow, click on this one, click on this little bottom right knob right here. Notice a little paragraph and link symbol, click on the next one. That just means they're linked. To prove that to you, I could go to View, Show Text Threads, and there's that little line there means they're linked, that little blue diagonal line. Good, now I've got this. I'm going to click back in that first box, type menu all the way down to fill with placeholder text. And there we go, fills right through both of them. Okay, if I were to zoom in on this, you would see that here it says this, and the sentence continues right up there. Alright. Very good. So I have a grid here, but I'm not really going to keep confined to it. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. A picture, go like this, spread across both of these columns here. I'm going to take that picture, File, Place, I'm going to fill it with a picture, and I'm just going to find any old picture here. Let's see here. Pictures of my little boy here when he was at the zoo. See if we can find some good ones. Go with this one right here, just to get any old picture up there. Approaching 3 minutes in the screencast here. It's probably screencast divided up into multiple parts. As you can see, my computer's really crunching just to get a basic operation done, like putting a picture in. That's okay. Come on now. While we're working on this, again, once you put the picture in there, I'm going to take this, hit this button right up here, Fill Content Proportionally, or Fill Frame Proportionally, one that I like to use. I'm going to click Fill Frame. That looks nice right there. So as you can see, if I turn these grid lines off, which is Control or Apple semicolon, they come right off. And this blue box, that's not actually there. I can hit Control H or Apple H to get rid of that. This is what my page is looking like so far. If you like to work in this modality, that's fine. I personally like to have all that stuff turned on, so I can see where all my grid lines are and things can snap into place nicely. I can grab a rectangle tool here, have a nice fill off the top. I'm going to give that a nice soft color. Let's go with my swatches here. I'm going to choose a really light green color, then go to my color panel, tone that way down. That's good. Then I'm going to go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Puts it behind everything. Still a little dark. I can go in here and tone that down even more, about 10%, looks really nice. And again, Control semicolon, Control H. I don't want that stroke on there, so I'm going to click on this shape again, click on the stroke down at the bottom of the toolbar, click the big none over here in the color panel, and that goes away. I don't want that stroke. So as you can see already, a nice dynamic layout going. You can use these ideas for your annual report. This is your instructor. This is part 1 of using a grid in InDesign. Part 2 coming up in just a hot tick. Goodbye.